All right, we got George Rush St-Pierre GSP. For those in the know, he's 23-2 versus Nick
209
Diaz. He is 26-8. GSP 35% of his wins by KO and 22% by submission. Diaz 50% of his wins by KO and 31% by submission. There is a house in New Orleans.
They call it the Rising Sun?
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. That's
kind of the weirdest promo song I've ever heard for a fight.
Up, man.
I didn't know how to feel. It's like I like that song, but it's kind of mellow.
That's weird.
And then there's this.
That's what the feeling
this
is.
Dichotomy of you have GSP.
It's all good.
He was born and bred to fight.
Canadian.
He lives and loves the gymnastics.
Gymnastica Naturale.
But I forgot. Oh, I was gonna say, is this fight bullshit? Is this a bullshit fight? Is this legit?
Why would you say it's bullshit?
Because how do you have a guy who's coming off a loss fight for the title again?
I don't know, because they should have done this a while ago.
True.
And I don't think he lost that fucking fight against Carlos Condit.
He lost.
He didn't lose.
One man retains the belt, one man loses it.
Maybe.
Or something. I don't know. Hey, Condit is probably the first guy to win on round off of GSP in forever.
True. Yeah, I can't recall anyone who has. Not Koscheck, not
in a long time. It's been a while.
Yeah. No, I'll give him that.
So.
I like Condit. I'm just saying.
What are your thoughts on this?
All right. My big question is we have talked many times on the show about the fact that GSP at times has shown a mental weakness when adversity strikes. Okay? And my question to you is what is this guy going to do when he gives Diaz the best he has for 2 rounds, 3 rounds, and this guy is still fucking standing there and still coming forward, still flipping him off, still saying, what? What? Is
that what you got? What do you got? Well, now you're going to throw spinning shit at me, George?
What's George going to do? I think he gets frustrated. I think Diaz's whole game plan in this fight is to come out and just be crazy, get in George's head, fuck with him, you know, and get him to take him down, because I think that's where his best chance of winning this fight is. George is obviously tough. I mean, he passes people's guard. He's very strong from the top. I don't think he works as hard as he could to try to finish when he's on top. Yes.
Well, I've got a theory on that.
Okay, go ahead. What is it?
It's called hate.
You think he needs to be angry?
Well, look at when George is angry, he finishes people, and I can remember 2 specific incidents. Look at the second Matt Serra fight, because he was embarrassed the first time he fought Serra, and then the second BJ Penn fight, because that BJ Penn was talking mad shit on him.
It was horrible beating.
And I don't remember anybody putting on a beating and BJ Penn at that time, because you could still consider BJ Penn in his prime at that point.
Yeah.
When Diaz put a beating on him, he was a little bit past it, but it's like when George is angry, he finishes people. So that's why I worry for Nick Diaz's health here.
You think so? Well, I just watched. By the way, it's free on Xbox. I think it goes all week. You can watch GSP versus Matt Hughes 2, which is a great fight.
That's another grudge where
GSP,
put the beat down.
That is the guy that I like to see fight, not the guy who's grinding out rounds and whatever. That was exciting, man. He finished Hughes. He was, you know, he got in his Hughes guard and just fucking rained down destruction. Fists, and then he's like, oh, fists aren't working, elbows, you know. I just don't think Diaz goes away that easy. And if you remember Diaz, when he fought Cyborg, it was the same shit. Cyborg tried to...
Cyborg? The female? That dirty bitch.
The man Cyborg. He tried to take his ass down, and boom! Slapped down an armbar and was like, see you later, I'm taking this shit home. I don't think George has fought a guy with this much jiu-jitsu in a very long time. And George's big game is to take guys down when he feels like he's in trouble.
Jake Shields.
Oh, dude, Diaz is jiu-jitsu. Come on.
They train together. They're both. He's a crazy jiu-jitsu.
It don't matter. I think Diaz is light years ahead. But I see your point. So I'm just saying Diaz is dangerous. He's a different style of fighter than Jake. And the big thing he has that Jake doesn't is the cardio. So the man doesn't go away.
Well, I'd say cardio, you just throw it out of the equation in this fight, because they both have cardio is not going to be a problem for either guy.
Yep.
But the striking is, if Diaz can't get you with your back against the cage, Diaz can't beat you striking.
Yeah.
That's where he fucks you up. But George is smart enough to not be there.
Yeah.
And I think
hopefully
the question is, like, what happens? Because I think GSP can dictate where this fight goes. Probably. Does he want to keep it standing, or does he want to take it to the ground?
Yep.
And if he takes it to the ground, that's that question mark of
what's going to happen.
Right.
Can he pass Diaz's guard? Can Diaz control him and get an armbar, get a triangle.
I think elbows make the difference.
Maybe. If anything, I think rather than a TKO or something, this fight or a decision, this fight might get stopped due to damage, like via cuts. Diaz has a big propensity to bleed and whatnot, but I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be crazy.
Well, Diaz is going to talk so much shit during the fight that it's like GSP goes to another level, and I wish GSP would always fight to this level.
Okay.
And, here's the question: do you think this is fight of the night?
Absolutely. I think it goes 4 rounds. But I'm going to tell you,
I'm taking 4 rounds too.
4 rounds. I think Diaz gets an armbar. I think GSP runs out of steam, runs out of mental fortitude. This is the guy he's been wanting to beat, I think, because of the disrespect angle and everything else.
Yeah, how about that press conference?
Crazy.
Like, motherfucker, blah, blah, dude.
I love it. George is like, listen to yourself, man.
You are an uneducated fool.
Like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, you're out of line. I think, what?
Motherfucker.
They shouldn't let Diaz talk, but when he does, it's pure gold. Dana White had to be sitting back going, this is the greatest press conference conference call in the history of, UFC ever. This is making so much pay-per-view money. It got me excited to see these, because Diaz is like, I'm not the bad guy. This is fucking bullshit. Fuck you, George. And George is like, you disrespectful bitch. I'm gonna kick your ass. He's like, look at you. So yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm Diaz 4th round. I'm calling an armbar right here for sure.
Good for you. I wouldn't be upset if Diaz won.
Or triangle.
I just want a good fight.
What?
I just think like looking at George's track record, when he's pissed off, he destroys people. He becomes a destroyer, and I think this is the first fight in a long fucking time that GSP actually gets the finish. And I haven't heard him talking about the finish. I keep hearing him saying how he wants to beat the shit out of Diaz. I want to hurt this guy. So when he goes into the Terminator mode, that's a scary GSP, and that's the GSP that fought Penn the second time. Fuck. So I'm taking GSP
George?
with the finish.
Which round?
4th round.
Ooh, we both agree on this.
I think we're gonna need to see a beatdown, because he's not gonna finish him fast. He's a showman. He's like Gladiator. Sure. You gotta win the crowd, man.
You can't entertained. Well, at home, how much does he need to win the crowd in Montreal?
Well, he's a showman. He'll let it go for 4 and then shut the door or whatever it was. You need an Ali rhyme right there. So it's all good. Let's see what the Magic 8 Ball is gonna take here.
Awesome. It's gonna be so awesome.
Magic 8 Ball. Oh, snap. Magic 8 Ball is taking Nick Diaz. Watch out.
Yes.
Check yourself before you
If Nick Diaz wins the title, it's going to be so ridiculous. I think Dana White will pass out. This is a PR nightmare.
Fuck. This motherfucker's not going to show up. He's not going to do any press for me.
Yes.
They're going to have to
now he's a champ.
Photoshop him into the press conference.
How come no prime times? Are there none?
No, it's irritating. This would have been the best prime time that you could have made ever.
Yeah.
But they kind of did this when they did the Condit versus Diaz, because it was half the time was dedicated to Condit versus Diaz, and then half the time was GSP versus Diaz. And then I knew that was going to get fucked up, because you can't disrespect a man
on his home turf.
Sure. I'll buy that for $1. Chud chud chang. Take it rain.
I'm excited. It's going to be good.
It's all good.
Best anticipated fight of the year so far.
So that means one of them will probably get injured on the walk to the octagon.
Don't say that.
Fight off, and then Kimball Slice will have to step in on short notice.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
At whatever weight he wants to weigh.
240.
It doesn't even matter. Tim Sylvia.